Imagine waking up tomorrow to find supermarket shelves empty, power out for weeks or months, and your family depending only on what you have at home. You feel that tightness in your chest, thinking about your children going hungry while the government and big corporations hide the solutions that could save lives. This video reveals 126 foods the government doesn't want you to know about, ancient and military secrets that let you store food for years without electricity. I know what it's like to live in fear of the next crisis, power outages, or inflation that makes everything unaffordable. That's why I created this content based on real historical facts, so you never feel vulnerable again. Like this video right now and subscribe to the channel because your family's survival may depend on exactly what you're about to learn in the next few minutes. Our grandparents and great-grandparents survived wars, depressions, and blackouts because they knew techniques that have been deliberately forgotten today. The U.S. Army developed secret rations during the Cold War capable of feeding entire populations in catastrophe scenarios. These foods need no refrigeration, don't spoil for years, and deliver dense nutrients that keep the body strong even in hard times. While we depend on supermarkets and electricity, we are one step away from total chaos. I don't want you and your family to go through what so many have already suffered in recent disasters. So let's dive together into this journey of knowledge that can change your reality forever. Think of the American pioneers who crossed the continent in wagons carrying only pemmican, a superfood of dried meat, fat, and berries that lasted for years. The Army adapted ancestral techniques and created the famous Doomsday Ration, a concentrated mix that cost pennies per day and sustained soldiers in extreme conditions. Today, these recipes have been almost erased, but we can still recover them and protect our homes. Can you imagine having shelves full of food that doesn't depend on power or constant deliveries? Every method I'll share was tested by generations and proven in real survival situations. And the best is yet to come when you discover how to apply this in your own kitchen. Modern dependence makes us fragile. A simple, prolonged blackout, and all the food in the refrigerator spoils in hours. During Hurricane Katrina or the Texas snowstorm in 2021, entire families were left without supplies because they relied only on the current system. The government encourages this fragility to maintain control while hiding knowledge that empowers the average citizen. But you don't have to live like this anymore, with your heart racing every time the lights flicker. Let's build together a pantry that withstands time and crises. Get ready because the next secret will open your eyes to incredible possibilities. Starting with the ancestral basics, Native American pemmican, rich in protein and calories, stored in leather bags for up to 5 years. Then hardtack, the dry military biscuits eaten by soldiers in the Civil War that still appear intact in museums after centuries. The Army improved this with modern versions that include essential nutrients without needing refrigeration. These foods are not just survival, they are superfoods that nourish better than many processed options today. Imagine preparing batches at home that feed your family for months or years. And this is only the beginning of the transformation you will experience. Now let's talk about preserved meats like bully beef and potted meat, British and American techniques that keep animal protein safe for long periods. Salted cod, used by Viking explorers and sailors, traveled the world without spoiling and remains a powerful source of omega-3. These methods use salt, drying, and natural fats that create barriers against bacteria without electricity. Can you feel the relief just imagining not having to run to the store every week? Each recipe has simple steps that anyone can follow at home. Stay with me because the complete solution is approaching. Parched corn, dried and toasted grains that indigenous people stored for years and used in nutritious soups during harsh winters. Dried beans and legumes, stored in glass jars or bags, last for decades when protected from moisture. The Army taught dehydration techniques that concentrate flavors and nutrients in extraordinary ways. These foods solve the greatest fear of every parent, having nothing to put on the table in difficult times. Are you feeling hope growing as you absorb these ancient truths? The emotional peak is coming now with the offer that can seal your security. I don't want you and your family to face hunger or panic when the unthinkable happens. That's why I prepared a complete guide that brings all of this together in a practical and accessible way. The ebook, The Lost Superfoods, The forgotten food miracle of the U.S. Army and 126 superfoods you can store without refrigeration for years brings step-by-step recipes, with clear illustrations, lists of cheap ingredients, and historical tips that guarantee success on the first try. It's the knowledge you were missing to sleep peacefully, knowing your pantry is a fortress. Get it now and start building your food independence today. In addition to meats and grains, you will learn how to make aged cheeses that last for years, canned butter, and even special breads like those of the Cree. Home vacuum packing techniques and oxygen absorbers multiply the shelf life of everything. Real stories of survivors who used these methods in wars and famines prove their effectiveness. Every page was designed to transform you from dependent to self-sufficient. The transformation begins when you decide to act instead of just watching, and the result will be visible in the confidence you feel every single day. Imagine opening your pantry in 2028 and finding nutritious food ready while the world around you faces shortages. Your children will grow up knowing their family is protected because of the choices you make today. This ebook is not just a book. It is a shield against the uncertainty the modern system created. Buy it now and gain immediate access to the 126 recipes the government would prefer stayed hidden. The value is small compared to the peace of mind you will have for the rest of your life. Don't leave for tomorrow what can save your family today. To summarize everything we covered, from ancestral pemmican to the U.S. Army's doomsday ration, you now hold the power to store food for years without electricity. We learned that true security comes from ancient knowledge combined with proven military techniques. You no longer need to live in fear, but in preparation and confidence. These 126 superfoods will nourish, sustain, and protect the ones you love in the worst scenarios. The transformation is real, and within your reach right now. Remember the initial hook. Stop depending on a fragile system and take control of your survival. You now know more than 99% of the population about real food preservation. You can start small with a batch of parched rice or dried beans and scale up until you have a complete pantry. Every technique taught has been validated by history, science, and real survivors. Your family deserves this peace of mind, and you have the power to deliver it. The ebook, The Lost Superfoods, will be your daily companion on this journey. Get it now while you still have time to prepare calmly. Don't wait for the next blackout or crisis to act. The urgency lies in protecting those who depend on you. Thousands have already changed their lives with this knowledge, and you can be next. Imagine the stories you will tell your grandchildren about how you secured your family's future. This is the legacy you build today with one simple decision. The ebook is waiting for you with all the recipes, tips, and secrets. Click the link in the description and begin your transformation now. Reinforcing 126 foods that last for years, no refrigerator needed, based on forgotten miracles of the Army and ancestral traditions. You leave this video stronger, better informed, and ready to protect your home. The truth you needed to hear has finally arrived and changed your perspective forever. Don't keep this just for yourself. Share it with those you love and strengthen your community. Thank you for watching until the end with attention and commitment. May your pantry always be full, and your family always safe. Go ahead, get the lost superfoods today and turn vulnerability into unbreakable strength. I believe in your potential and in your ability to take care of your loved ones. This is the beginning of a new era of independence for you and everyone you love. Stay strong, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video with more essential truths. May God bless your journey and protect your home in all the days to come. Until then, with wisdom and determination,